And the time right now, 11:16 on your Saturday night. We had a wild night of weather, at least briefly, where some areas saw wind gusts approaching near 50 miles an hour. Those wind gusts are going to remain elevated throughout the overnight hours, and it's going to feel much cooler than it has been, especially today, where some areas reached the 60s. Let's take a live look outside, though, right now in New Haven, where it's 46. You can see those clouds. Yeah, they're clearing, and the temperatures in the mid-40s. Much better than what we saw just a couple hours ago, where parts of New Haven saw some heavier rain. Hartford didn't see much, 41 degrees right now. Notice that breeze, though. It's shifted to a north-northwesterly direction, sustained at 15. Now, in the Hartford area today, what a beautiful day. 64 degrees. Will be at least, say, 15 to 20 degrees cooler tomorrow. And tonight, we're dropping down by more than half of that. We saw 1/100th of an inch of rain at Bradley, so barely enough to wet the rain gauges, but not much. Even where you saw the rain, it didn't add up to be much, even though it did come down fairly quickly. First Alert Live radar, you're scanning the state dry. Notice the cooler air making its way in to the northwest hills first. This will completely overspread the state, though. We're talking 20s and 30s by morning. Feels like temperatures colder than that. Already feeling like the 20s in Salisbury, as well as Torrington, up through Tolland and Putnam, even Bradley right now. 29 degrees is your feels like temperature. Wind speeds, they're out of the north and west for everybody. Very different from the southwesterly wind we saw earlier today. So this brings in cooler and drier air. Now, those wind gusts that we saw earlier, quite impressive. Brantford, 49 miles per hour. Danbury, 48. About 35 to 45 was generally what we saw. But still, if you got caught in it and you were outdoors, it definitely caught you off guard. As far as your feels like trend, though, with those winds, notice they're going to continue to stay elevated, and our temperatures by the morning feeling like the teens in the hill towns and the low 20s elsewhere. Something the wind won't obscure is the northern lights tonight. There's a chance to see them. Now, we need a 9, a very strong solar storm to see them here in Connecticut. Forecast is a 6. Best time to go out is between, say, midnight and 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Just get to a dark area and look north. Send in any pictures that you do have, too. First Alert Futurecast. Notice by morning, we're clear, but we're cold. It's a chilly start to the day. By this time tomorrow night, it's mostly cloudy. And any light snow, which is going to hold off, certainly it's going to be elevation dependent. We're talking the highest terrain of Litchfield County, maybe part of the northeastern hills. But the valley locations, this looks like primarily rain. And everybody changes over to a moderate to at times heavy rain by Monday afternoon. Likely clearing as we approach the evening hours, and a much better day looking to come through by Tuesday. Notice, if you've been keeping track with us, this blue shading is even less than it was just 6 hours ago. So we'll see if this is a trend, or when you check in tomorrow with Jill, if that snowfall totals, if they look to come up a little bit. Right now, it's looking like a trace to maybe 1/4 of an inch at best. Your forecast lows tonight. We're cooler, 20s for just about everybody, maybe 30 along the shoreline, but we all feel like those teens and 20s. Tomorrow, a much colder feel to the day. It's mostly sunny, but late night, those clouds do come in. Your First Alert 7-day forecast, you're waking up to some rain and snow mix on Monday. Everybody changes over to rain by the noon hour. Tuesday, it's breezy, low 50s, fairly seasonable. Tomorrow is actually the first day where the average high temperature in Hartford goes to 50, so we're pretty seasonable for Tuesday. Wednesday, maybe a rain or snow shower as well. Thursday, 50s. By the end of next week, upper 50s. And Brian, our next rain chance might come in next weekend, as temperatures by that point well above average, approaching near 60.
Okay, Scott, I think I speak for many when I say we're ready for consistent 60s, though.
Yeah, we'll see those. Give it another week or two.
I believe you.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Scott.
You're welcome.